Yeah, get that started. You see that Mona Lisa thing? The guy with the cake on the Mona Lisa? The cake, you didn't see it? Some dude took some cake and threw it on the Mona Lisa like 2 days ago. Yeah. But there was a glass in the way. So it's okay. But but he did it about climate change, which I think is a little strange because how does cake connect to climate change? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you throw some dirt or mud? I don't know. Maybe I'm not the guy to talk to about activistness, but sure, fair enough. All right, I think we're good. Hey guys, how's it going? It's teacher. Oh, wait, hold on, let me close this. Sorry, could hear myself there. Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's teacher Matt coming at you with another edition of our Instagram live classes here at DC English Institute, the institute I am teaching at. I'm going to tell you guys about how you can come and learn here at this institute with me or some of our other teachers. But before that, we're going to take a little bit of time to talk about some grammar points and to explain some of that to you guys today. All right. Also, shout out to my Boston Celtics. Hope they win tonight. I know if whoever listens to that, he'll get angry. So today we're going to talk about articles. Okay. This is especially important to my Russian students. I know they love to make a lot of mistakes with articles because it doesn't exist. Fine. And there are some important ones for everyone to learn. Now, the first thing to understand with articles is A and N. That's what we got, right? A and N. Now, A and N, important, is one of many. What do I mean when I say many? It basically means something like random. That's where we're coming from, one of many. Also, it is important to understand that if it's A or N, it should be single and it should be countable. And by countable, we are talking about nouns that you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, I said that with 6. Shows you how that, I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher. So these are things that you can count. So for example, like 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, or you can say, for example, 1 jacket, 2 jackets, 3 jackets, 1 shoe, 2 shoes, 3 shoes, and so on. So as long as they're countable and single, you can use A or N, okay? And in an article, in this one, it can be either random, one new, or the first time we mention something. When I say the first time we mention something, this means like, for example, if I say, hey guys, I bought a car. So a car. So first I say a car, then after that, the first time I mention, I say a, after that, you can use the. So, or of course, my. We can go to my car or we can go to the car. And we understand the or my is your car, but the first time you should say A or N, for example, all right? Now, the difference between A and N is that N is with the vowels. So don't forget that. That's your A, E, I, O, U. We used to have a song when I was growing up, it's like A, E, I, O, U. And sometimes Y, because Y. Serious, because Y is a vowel, right? Because like it doesn't make a difference, guys. We're not. Nicholas is looking at me like, what are you talking about? All right. So an example of what I mean is if you look at this one here, just go to a gas station to buy water. When you see here a gas station, it basically, I'm showing here, it's random. I don't care. You can go to this gas station, that gas station, just go to a gas station. So that's why you would say A, because it's not a specific one. It's just one of any of them, a random one. You can even say a gas station in Dubai, a gas station in Marina, a gas station in the city center, whatever. But when you say a gas station, it's not specific. You're just throwing it out there. Another one you can have is I'm going to a party on Thursday. And of course, for sure, my Latin American students, if you're Colombian or Brazilian, you go to a lot of parties. So it's definitely one of many. So that's another example there. And then here you have a vowel with N in front of E. And so that's why you have N, and she's an engineer. Again, one of many engineers in the world, I hope. And so she is an engineer because there are many engineers and she is one of many. So that's A and N, okay? The next one we have, the other important one is the. Now the is something we mentioned before. This is the example I gave you where you can say, I have a car. And then the next time you can say, let's go to the car, or I can take you in the car. And we all understand the car is the car you mentioned before. Or for example, someone who says, I'm going to a party on Thursday. Now, every time they talk about this party after, they can just say the. Yeah, the party on Thursday was okay. Yeah, I'm busy because tomorrow night I have the party. And you can keep saying the, because you know now which party I am talking about. So you have something we've mentioned before. It can also be a specific thing or person. This is an example of like the manager, the teacher, the president. So someone who is specific to that, or the only person in the company, like the CEO. Okay. Another one we use is for unique objects. By unique, we mean it's special, nothing else like it in the world. So for example, like Dubai, we have the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Or for example, in France, the Eiffel Tower. In the USA, we have the White House for the home for the president. It's not the only, there's a lot of White House. I always hated that name, to be honest, the White House. So, but there's a lot of White House. Actually, the house next to it is, it doesn't matter. We had a lot of time being wasted on this. And the next one we have is superlatives. Superlatives, don't forget, this is the words that end with EST, or for example, most if it's longer. So for example, most expensive. Okay, these are all different ones that you would have the. So the greatest, the most expensive, and so on, because again, it's unique, it's special. It's the biggest, there's no bigger. So it has a the. So it's really something that either we know, so you can say the, or it's because it's special or unique, or it's the only one, and that's why you say the. It's actually very common. I hear my students make mistakes where they say, oh, yesterday I went to the party. And I'm like, do I know the party? They're like, no. I'm like, so you can't say I went to the party. You have to say I went to a party. See? So some examples you can see here. For example, don't forget the party on Thursday. So, the party Thursday. So this is what I was explaining with the example before. You know the party the first time, so you can just say the party the second time. Or for example, a special person, the president is coming tonight. That's usually what I say when I send a text message to my friends to say I'm coming to their house. The president is coming tonight. And for example, this one in Dubai, the sun is so strong. Again, sun is unique. We only got one sun. We don't have more than one sun. So you can say the sun, the moon, okay? And then we have DCEnglish is the best. This is just me being marketing, so don't worry about that. But you have a superlative there, best and just is the best, okay? So that's AN. And other places we use the is, for example, oceans and seas. So the Mediterranean, the Pacific, the Atlantic, all rivers, the Nile, the Euphrates, the whatever, mountain ranges. Important here, ranges. So we're talking about more than one mountain. So you don't say, for example, the Mount Everest. But for example, you would say the Himalayas. That range is what you would say, the Himalayas, okay? And then of course, some countries. Now this is a little bit back and forth. UK is a little bit more, US is a little bit less, but these are countries like, for example, anything that's a republic or a union. So UK, UAE, which we live in now, USA, for example, Netherlands, again, some other ones, Czech Republic. So people can say the Czech Republic, the USA, the UK. But again, you can play with this rule, to be honest, but not in front of any other country. You wouldn't say the Germany, for example. That doesn't work. All right. And then other places that you would use is stuff like this. At the bottom, in the north, like with directions, in the morning, afternoon, or evening, not night. We don't say at night. Night, we just say at night. We don't say at the night or in the night. That's not something we would say. And then you have on the left or right or in the middle or center. So if you're pointing people by locations because it's an area in the center, in the middle, on the left, on the right, in these cases you use because, again, unique, it's special. So you can use it for things like that. All right. Now, there are a few different situations with zero article. Don't need to put them. All right. These ones would be either one, when you're talking about things or people in general. So you're talking about them as a group. So saying, for example, people. One of my students loves, not even one, a lot of my students love to tell me things like the people. Yes, yeah, I'm looking at you too, Nicholas. I say the people are busy, and what the people? You mean people are busy unless it's a specific group of people. So the people from the class, the people from the airplane, the people from the hotel, whatever. That's the people. Otherwise, it should just be people because you're just talking about people in general. Okay. If you're talking about countries in general, you would just say Brazilians or Colombians or French people. No need to say the French people unless it's specific. Okay. So you have them in general. And of course, like I said, the names of people or nationalities. These ones don't need an article. So you can see a few different examples here, like dogs make very good pets. Awesome dogs. Cats sometimes, but dogs more for me. I love dogs, man. Are you a dog or a cat person, Nicholas? You're a cat person? Damn it. I used to have a cat too, though, so it's not like I hate either one. So dogs, again, general. Pizza, again, is general. Also, the important thing with pizza to know is any, uncountable. Since single and countable is a or an, uncountable nouns never have articles. This doesn't work. So you would just put something like just pizza, unless it's a specific one, like the pizza last night. But in general, about pizza, you would just have there. And pizza is my favorite food. It really is. What's your favorite food? Oh, yeah, it's pizza? Yeah. No, for sure, bro. Pizza's the best. And then you have Nook is the star of the show. Nook is my friend as well. So give him a little shout out. Okay, so that's a person. Or Brazilian people love barbecues and beer. But barbecue is more. We'll say that. But Brazilian people, again, talking about people in general. All right. There are some situations where we also don't use articles. You guys will see them here. For example, at home, school, work, university. I told you guys before, at night, and in bed or prison or on holiday. The reason why we don't use articles here is because we can assume the article. If you say, I am at home, I'm going to assume it's your home. If you say, I'm at school, I'm going to assume it's your school. If you say, I'm at work, again, I will assume the work is yours. So these ones, for example, even in bed, we know it's your bed. We would change the article with a possessive or something if it was different. So I'm in his bed or in her bed or in their bed. So we'd use something else. Or I am at his house. I'm at her house. But if I say, yeah, I'll see you at home, it always assumes my home. So for us, we don't really see the point of these articles for home, school, work, university. It's very general. Everyone is the same. The same thing with in bed, it's the same. Prison, again, we don't need a specific prison. So there's not in the prison, just he's in prison. It's very simple for us to just say that. Okay, or on holiday. Again, on his holiday, you could just say on holiday. So you wouldn't use articles in these situations. That's kind of how it works, all right? Then, this one is important to some of my other students, which is another, the other, and others. First, let's talk about another. Another, which I always hear mistake, another is, guys, is just an other. So when you say another, what you mean is single and countable, and just any noun randomly. It's an other, so it's again random. So another person, another coffee, is just saying one more, another, okay? If you go with the other, this is like another part of the group, okay? So in my class, the Brazilians are going out tonight and the others, so the other parts of the class are going. So it's the other parts of the group. That's where we say the others, okay? And then you have the S, which is others, and this is just general. This is just general groups. But when you use others in English, is because you don't want to repeat the noun. So for example, if I say, I liked the first Fast and Furious. The others, or others, I didn't enjoy, others. So when you say others, it's like just the other movies, the other kinds of movies. Or if you say, for example, I enjoyed this restaurant, others were not so nice. So again, other restaurants. But instead of saying other restaurants, we say other, we add the S, others. And we, as long as the subject is the same, we understand. Others is restaurant until you change to a new subject. So that's really where you get there. Please, guys, I hear this a lot, especially with my Brazilian students, and some of them, they would say the, another, big no-no, because you never put the, which is specific, and together. Why would you put two articles together? So never say the another. Something my students love to say. They will, the another restaurant. No, the other restaurant, not the another. Okay? And that pretty much covers everything with articles. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to take a quick water break, and then I'm going to continue with the next part of our lesson. All right? You good, Nicholas? Yeah? Don't be scared to let me know, guys, if you have any questions. Yeah? Oh, everyone's just like adding each other on this thing, man. Oh, we love you too. Okay. So someone there, my English is bad. Vanessa, come on, believe in yourself. What is this? My English is bad. Come on, gotta believe in yourself, guys. If you have any questions about articles, don't be afraid. You know, man, I was driving earlier today. Here's something I gotta tell you, man, that I don't understand. Okay, because I was with the taxi and someone cut him off and he got angry. He was just like, "Oh, this guy did. How can he be this?" I'm like, do you think this person was driving down the street, saw your car, and decided, I'm going to go in front of him? Like, it's not personal. You know what I mean? Right? Like, sometimes I think those guys, when they're trying to get angry, someone, I'm like, bro, it's not personal. He doesn't know it's you. He's just going ahead of you. I don't know. We have a lot of crazy drivers here. So it's true, man. You can kind of get about, okay, no worries, Vanessa. I can explain that to you. So, and what times you can use another. So you would use another if you're talking. Here, I'll write it down. Single and countable. So this is where you can put something like another time, another coffee. Well, in this case, coffee because it's cup of coffee. Or for example, another person and another, let's say, class. Okay? If you look at all of this, it's single, one time, one coffee, one person, one class. But you're using it just with the same rule as and. And remember, is single and countable and just means one of many. So you're just saying one more, but you're saying it like one more. Oh, let's try another restaurant. So one more. Let's try another place. Let's go to another. So you're just focusing on one other. One other. Really think of another as saying one other. Let's try one other restaurant. Let's ask one other person. You're talking about one, not more than one. If you want to say more than one, you would say, let's go to other restaurants or others. That's okay. Either one doesn't matter for us, but another specific to the single. And of course, countable. The countable is always going to be a rule with un. But it has to be a single. It's got to be one, and you're talking about one more. That's why you use another. Okay? I hope that explains it to you. All right? Anyone else got any questions? I think we're okay. Then otherwise, I think we're good. Let's move on to one of my favorite topics, which is slang. Okay? Slang, very simply in English, just really means street language. Okay? And street language is just basically how person would generally talk in normal. I talked before about being formal and informal, and slang is just kind of something that is very informal. It's not completely correct or maybe a bit strange to say, and it has different meanings. I know that it's important for students to learn slang and different ways of slang because it's kind of the way we talk with each other as friends. And if you keep using these formal words and you keep sounding very proper, then you'll always seem a little distant to us. And slang kind of helps make your language fit. You know what I mean? It's got kind of its vibe, it's got its groove, and you fit along with everyone if you do that. So today I want to talk about a few different basic slang words that have some meanings to us and what they are, okay? So the first one I have is, I'll bring the car later, cool with me. So when you're saying, yo, it's cool with me, or he's cool, or it is cool, basically what you're saying there is, okay, or no problem. So a lot of times we will ask like, are you cool with him coming? Are you cool with pizza tonight? Are you cool with this movie? And basically, it's just a way of saying like, is it okay? Like, do you like it, or do you mind, or So it's like saying, do you mind? But do you mind is so formal, and you just say like, you cool with the movie? You cool with the cinema? You cool with the? And it's just a way of saying that, like, you okay with this? It's okay. It's no problem. All right. So there's the cool with it. Another one we have is, how was the club, bro? Man, it's dead. And if you say it's dead, basically what you're saying is that either it's empty and quiet inside, or there's no energy. All right. So we use this a lot. I'm going to move this here because I can't see it so well. We use this a lot to describe ourselves. Like, for example, if just like you see here, going into bars, going into clubs, going into restaurants, and seeing the energy. And if the energy isn't what you want or what you expect, it's dead. So it doesn't matter, like, even if, like, that's why empty and quiet is possible, or no energy, because maybe you go in the club and there is people and there is music, but they're kind of just sitting there and getting a couple drinks and no one's really talking or dancing. And you just look around like, man, it's dead, isn't it? So that's something that you would say. All right. So you have it done or finished. Another one we have that always actually gets my students, to be honest, is saying things like, oh, I forgot my phone. No worries, I'll hit them up. And when we say hit up somebody, for us, that word means to contact this person. So we'll say, yo, hit up the restaurant. Yo, hit up the bar. Hit them up and get a reservation. Yo, can you hit up my friend? Yo, can you hit up your clients? And for us, hit up literally just means like do it, like contact them, message, email, call, whatever it means. We can always, so even I'll say that with my friends, like, yo, I'm in a meeting, I'll hit you up later. I'll hit you up tonight. And that's something we say, like, I'll contact you, I'll message you, or even I'll see you, and we'll talk about it then. Okay, so hit up. It is a phrasal verb. As you guys, if you remember the phrasal verb conversation, if you have a pronoun, it should stay in the middle. Otherwise, if you put the name, like, let's say Steve, then you can just say, I'll hit up Steve. That looks like Steve, but Steve. All right, so you have hit up. Another one we got there is my bad, or sometimes, to be honest, I will say to my students, my B. And my B or my bad just literally means like my fault, my mistake. So where were you yesterday? My bad, I was sick. So we'll say things like my bad. If you guys ever play football, soccer, I know it's called soccer, football for you guys, so it's okay. So if you guys ever play football or volleyball with your friends and you ever make a mistake, that's what you'd hear from English speakers, like, yo, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. And that's just our way of just saying my mistake. But when you say my mistake or I'm sorry, it sounds very guilty, you know what I mean? But when you say, yo, my bad, it just sounds like, all right, cool, like, yo, my B. So it's just kind of like, my bad, just made a mistake, my bad. All right, so you have that one, my bad. Another one that I have is, for example, this one, this always is true for me, which is pizza tonight, I'm down. And I'm down is kind of strange, but when I say I'm down, what we mean in English is yes, or I want, either way. So a lot of times you can say things like, ooh, I'm down for some pizza tonight. Or, yo, are you down for some Pepsi? Are you down for, why would you say for Pepsi? That was a terrible example. Are you down to go to the beach? Are you down to go to the roller coaster? Are you down for the party? Just to say, like, we even ask this to our friends. Like, if we know that we're going out tonight, like, yo, you down? Like, are you down? Like, meaning, do you want to come, or are you coming? So we'll say, are you down? And you say, yo, I'm down. Like, let's do this, man. So I'm down just means like, yeah, let's go. I want, or I'm for it. I agree, whatever. A lot of different ways. One that we have also is, how is he? And you say, he's broke. And broke just means that you got no money, So he probably lives in Dubai. So if you say he's broke, then it just means the person doesn't have money. I'm broke. I had one more as well with the sexiest man in the world. Yes, Mr. Jason Momoa. He is my favorite man in the world. Look at him. Tell me that man ain't crazy. That's the reason why I watch Aquaman, by the way. That man is a man. And I'm not even, you know what I mean? Anyway, the point is, if we were describing Aquaman, things like he's pumped or he's jacked, what we would say in English is he's jacked. Jacked for us means, can they see that in the Instagram? Yeah, when they say he's jacked, it means that he's got muscle. He's jacked, man. He's real jacked. If you say he's pumped, which is another slang in English, he's pumped just means that he's excited. So we say like, yo, you pumped for tonight? I'm like, bro, I'm pumped for tonight, man. I'm pumped. So you would say something like that because I don't know. I think pump is like a gym thing. You're pumping metal. I don't know. It's something stupid for sure. But that's the idea. If you say you're pumped, you're excited. Like for me, I'm pumped next week because we have Jurassic World. And I love Jurassic. You like the Jurassic Park movies? I'm so excited, bro. Dinosaurs eating people. It's like the perfect movie. Amazing. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you have a couple of other slangs you want to tell me, or if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you about our institute after I just get a quick drink of water. No worries, Vanessa. Thank you for the heart and the love. I don't know if anyone else has any questions. Maybe I'm talking too fast, but am I? Could be. Anyway, so guys, let me tell you about my institute here. We're called DCEnglish. We are in Dubai, right next to the Palm. It's beautiful. It's awesome. We got teachers who are Native American, British for now. We might have some other of the English-speaking countries. It's a fun, dynamic class that we have here with Cambridge books. We have these interactive smartboards. Teachers like me who try to add some energy and vibe to the class to kind of explain it and help students who want to come out here, maybe look for jobs or live in Dubai or whatever, or just to visit. We have that. Now, if you're interested, you can either message us on Instagram if you're already watching, or you can go to our website at dcinstitute.com. We have agents there who can speak Portuguese, Spanish, Arabic, Russian, Turkish. So if you have inquiries and you don't know how to speak in English, don't worry. We got someone who can speak those languages and who can help you so you can come out here and study with us. We offer visas, accommodation, the whole package. So please let us know if you'd like to. All right. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're always having a class here. All right. Take care, guys. Peace out. See you later. And good luck to the Celtics tonight, huh? We better win. We better win. It's not like the Celtics are listening to me, but you know what I mean? He's got to hope for it, right? You can close it. It's fine. I might try to catch that Top Gun movie, though, after it's done and see where that. Have you